Level 9.
Leading to the highest levels of brutality ever recorded, with the pointless bloodshed sure to scar the psyche of all those involved for years to come. Haunting words from one of the survivors of last night's charity bake sale at the Garden District's Haven for the Elderly. And now, news from the war. The battle for the Western Food Reserve Grotto was lost. That is the only detail I have to report. And now, more exclusive audio from what has been dubbed the Goodies for Geezers Bake Sale Massacre.
All right. Looks like we have a note. Letter from Dad.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
That's what I said.
Dear Lil, thanks for writing back. Your letter really made my day. Hearing you and everyone back home are doing so well made me sleep easy. So easy, in fact, that I missed the morning bugle and was late for roll call. Boy, was I in trouble. And because I wasn't there, I got stuck with mechanic duty for the next big battle. They say this time it'll be fought in the air, and it's my job to help repair the planes. Don't tell anyone, but I really don't know what I'm doing. But your grandfather on your mother's side was a master mechanic, and I'll always remember the words he said to me on my wedding day. If your wife doesn't find you handsome, she better find you handy. So I guess if I investigate each aircraft that comes my way, I'm sure I'll find something to fix, and then help win the battle. Thanks, Granddad. That goes for you too. If you draft any would-be airmen, make sure there isn't anything on their end that needs fixing first. Anyways, I better go. Draw me a line again, will ya? But this time, maybe don't write such good news. If I get in trouble one more time, who knows what'll happen? Sincerely, Dad.
I'm so glad he's okay. I'll write him another letter tonight.
All right. Royal writ. We're just going to ignore. All right, we are going to go through. We did get our 3. We are going to go through and put the good crystals in. So if we do need to use them, we are going to. We'll use them if we need to. Did I get? Okay, so back. Everything's good. Let's go.
Oh, unhand me, you fools! I must be granted entry immediately! Hear ye, hear ye! I have come to relay the terms of the immediate and unconditional surrender of the Sprawl to the Kingdom of Petrod, as dictated by His Royal Highness, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrod!
Yeah.
Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk.
This again.
Who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia. Yeah, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia. Daughter of King Salvatore, son of Queen Fedabel.
Yeah.
Daughter of King...
Yes, I know who he is. Remember? I told the princess not to marry him, and I'm feeling better about that choice by the second.
Yep. All right, so we have to let him in, but we could also just send him straight to jail. Because we just have to let him in. That's the rules that we were playing for this run. And technically,
maybe you can negotiate
he's a prisoner
your way
of war.
out of prison.
There we go.
Oh, how dare you! When Prince Phineas hears how you have treated his personal footstool, he will show no mercy.
Yeah. Well,
Looks like you are going to be someone else's footstool now, or worse, take this clown to prison.
yeah. Wonder how many stars that's worth. 1 star. You shot the messenger. I mean, not literally, but that's the expression. Yeah, okay. Let's go back. Oh, yeah. This one. Yes. Okay. I don't want 1 star. If I just let him in,
Oh, unhand me,
do
you
better,
fool.
but we're just gonna...
I must be...
We're just gonna click through them, though, because I Nobody's got time to
Hear
listen
ye,
to this again.
Prince, who was daughter of King, who was daughter of King, who was daughter of King.
Yes, I know who he is. Remember? I told the princess not to marry him, and I'm feeling better about that choice by the second.
Okay, we are just going to let him in then.
Thank you. I'm sure your queen will be very excited to hear these terms of
Yada,
surrender
yada,
for
yada.
herself.
Get outta here.
And perhaps we can figure out some way to put an end to this bloody war.
Yeah. Go. Get out of my space. 3 stars. You were right to let them in, but you might have saved the advisors some time by learning their full intentions. I'm already doing their job for them. Why do I need to? They can do something.
Ahoy, child manning the gate.
Ahoy! Adult in a basket?
Don't you need a balloon
I like
for that?
your spirit. I am here to enlist in Her Majesty's Air Force.
Right. Yeah, we're just going to draft him. Yep.
Tally ho! Now I'll show those smug bastards at the Royal Academy Club who doubted me.
Yeah. Just remember, you gotta
With
go
my
up.
trusty heat source, I shall sail high into the sky and into destiny itself. Bon voyage!
Just remember, going up is optional, coming down is mandatory.
Enjoy the battle. Hey, I remember you.
Really? Most people don't. Regardless, I am here today on behalf of Catering Corp regarding our services and food management. We are prepared to oversee the appropriate distribution of the Sprawl's food rations up until the time when this war is resolved in favor of either side.
Very heroic of you to volunteer aid.
Yeah,
The
no.
proposed services rendered come with a detailed budget and a projected ROI.
Less heroic.
Yeah, it's all about facts, figures, numbers. And if we're just, I know what he is, we're just going to admit him because I have not done that route. And I would like to see what the outcome is.
You may enter, and do your best to help us with our food crisis.
Yeah.
We at Catering Corp know that you and your general population are going to enjoy eating Soylent Bay's nutrient bars as much as we enjoyed making them.
Yeah, that's not the best. 2 stars. Congratulations, you helped with the food shortage crisis. However, it comes at a terrible, terrible cost. But you helped with the food shortage crisis. Yeah, if you don't know about that one, go watch my other video on the, yeah.
What's the holdup? I figured most of you Guardian Defender types would be out fighting on the front lines. Let's move it along. I got a Goblin Ball match to set up.
No, you don't.
And you are...
Albert St. Lush, manager of the Sprawl Brawlers.
Yeah, no, we're not going that route. We're just gonna...
What? You can't arrest me. I'm a Goblin Ball legend. Look, can I level with you? I know this will weaken our defenses, but the Sprawl really needs this right
And
now.
that's why
I
you're not
really
getting
need
in.
this right now.
Well, he is getting in, but he is...
And you could probably use this envelope full of gold I've conveniently left for you right there out in the open.
I'm already been making it. Yeah, no, jail. I've already been making money because I'm not spending money, so...
Your daddy would be so disappointed how you treated one of his heroes.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
Nah, he's a good, honest man, unlike you. My dad's
He
gonna
just
be
gambles
real
a
proud
lot.
of me. Now you're heading to jail.
Ah, 4 stars. It was absolutely the right thing for the Sprawls. Spread thin resources, but now there won't be Goblin Ball game. And where's the fun in that? You will not be able to visit the arena. Darn. Not that I gamble anyway. I think I only did when I had to.
Echo!
Echo!
Oh my god, what a lame joke.
What is?
The Echo.
That your name is Echo and...
Echo!
Echo!
I hate myself.
Alright, and we're just going to let him in.
Thanks, Lil. I better get to the Mages Guild. But first, I may stop by the Twisted Sister and grab some grub. Man, have I got a case of the munchies. Rock on, little buddy!
Rock on, Echo. Rock on. 3 stars. He was here on official guild business. Sure, he's a stoner windbag, but he's good people. A massive, monstrous roar.
Whoa! Stand down, Peaches. It's all right. I'm here for the draft. Well, me and Peaches.
Peaches is an awesome name for a dragon. Just gonna say, we are going to kind of bypass some of the stuff that we need to, because we have played this before, so we kind of know what to do. Peaches roars happily.
Hey, did you hear that? Peaches really responded well to the crack of the whip. If I had time, I'd try to find one of my own. Thanks for the demo.
Yeah, we're just gonna give her the bullwhip.
Look, this whip is only occasionally useful to me. Take it. I have a feeling Peaches will respond to it.
Wow, thanks. I feel much better with this.
Lil will receive a replacement bullwhip in the next shift. So one of the things that I really appreciate about this game is that when you give it, you do not know that that bullwhip is going to be replaced. So when you're saying, yeah, I'll just give it to you, you're potentially removing that from the game. But you're not. You're going to have another one on the next day. You just won't have it this time. And then with that, we are going to draft. Because although we are letting everyone in, we're doing it kind of the bare minimalist possible.
All right, kid. I think you'll be a welcome addition to the Sprawl's forces.
Really?
Absolutely. It's something about your character, your moxie, your...
Peaches roars.
Giant intimidating dragon.
And with this handy new whip you've given me, I'll be sure to send those bad guys running.
Save the whip for the dragon, kid. Have fun in the war.
Attention! Second Lieutenant Wilbur Caboose Orville, reporting for duty.
Are you talking to me?
Ma'am, yes ma'am. I have come from the training grounds at the GLA with the finest triplane that Goblin Engineering has to offer, and I am reporting for duty to join Her Majesty's Royal Air Force.
So even though we are letting everyone in, I don't want to do it where it's like very clearly they're going to fail if we have to, especially with the drafting. Because there are opportunities, and if you've watched my previous playthrough, you know exactly what I'm thinking of.
That is the finishing touch. Julian down at the GLA equipped the plane with it this morning. I don't think he was an engineer, just an enthusiastic volunteer. She's a large bomb we call the Inside the Park Home Run.
Yeah, enthusiastic volunteers, not people that I necessarily
really
want making
heavy.
bombs and constructing
bombs. How
bombs.
does the plane fly with that?
Well, I haven't tried flying with it yet, just taxiing along the runway at a sensible speed. But there's plenty of space for it to roll around back there, with all those loose tanks of fuel and barrels of gunpowder.
Yeah, again, not good ideas. We're going to confiscate. So, yoink. That is mine now.
Well, there's no way I'm letting you in with this. I wouldn't want you to roller through the streets with this inside the park home run in case you end up inside the park and you know, kablooey.
All right, and with that, now we can draft them. I don't want to like sabotage the Sprawl's defenses and offenses.
All right, Second Lieutenant.
We're
Head
letting
in
everyone
and report
in.
for duty.
But the bomb! How can I help win the war without my bomb?
You'll have to
Trust
just
me,
win it with your
I think it
charming
would've done
personality
more
and
harm
skills.
than good.
That was the point!
Just keep your eyes on the skies, flyboy.
I wonder if he was directly trying to sabotage, though. The phone is ringing.
Go for Lil.
Lil, Chuck here. I need you to get your butt down to the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters as soon as you can.
Do I want it? Yeah, no, what's up?
What's up, Chuck?
My wife, the princess, queen, still not used to that. She has me deploying various non-human agents, groups, and creatures to help with the war effort. And we've discovered a mole. Like a mole, not like a mole person. Well, I guess it could be a mole person. We're really not sure at this point. Can you come down to the GLA headquarters and help me sort this out?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be there as soon as I'm done my shift.
Which is
Thanks,
about right
Lil.
now.
I'm sure you can help us identify the traitor in our midst.
Yep, sounds like something I'd be expected to do.
Yep, because everyone just... Lil's the only one in the town that can do anything. Alright, so our score is... a little over 3, or 3.25. You were paid 20 gold for the shift. Awesome. See, I have like 400. I don't need his petty bribe. Yeah, I might regret that one, but maybe they'll send him to the jail. I don't know. So up next we have going to the GLA headquarters.
Lil, thanks for coming. Are you ready to help us whack-a-mole?
What's the scoop
Sure.
so far?
Yesterday, we captured an enemy spy who confessed that they were meeting with their informant, who is part of the GLA. But before we could get a name out of them, the spy chomped down on a poisoned tooth. We've gathered 6 suspects. One of them is definitely the traitor, but so far they're all sticking to their stories.
So I'm on it.
Well, I have done this once before, but it was a low-stakes situation with my little friends. I guess I'll see what I can figure out.
You can interact with each of them twice. They'll just repeat their stories after that. See if you can detect any inconsistencies about their whereabouts last night, and catch them at a lie.
Okay, so let's see. Now, I know who it is, but we're going to go through and list through
I was
all
here
of
with
them.
Chuck organizing flyers for the war rally. You can ask him yourself. But if you're looking for a mole, look to my left. They're literally a mole. What more could you ask for?
So let's...
Chuck will vouch for me. I was here. I've got Brawler Seasons tickets, so some nights I'm at the arena, but last night they were playing out of town. As to who the traitor is, I don't know what else to tell you. Don't overthink it. They're a freaking mole person. You're looking for a mole! Come on!
Alright, now let's look at the mole.
Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me because I'm a literal mole. But last night I was at a bar in Little Ogre Town watching the Goblin Ball game, I swear. I never miss a game, even when they're out of town like they were last night. I honestly have no idea who the traitor is, but all I know is that it's not me. Ask anyone who works at the bar in Little Ogre Town. They'll remember me. I'm a really bad tipper.
That's really not something to brag about.
I was at a friend's house, a friend who was out of town. I was at their house while they were out of town. They asked me to water their plants while they were out of town. It's the truth.
Yeah, that totally sounds sus, honestly.
It was, all right, fine, you caught me. I didn't go to a friend's house to water their plants. I was out on a date with a human I met last week.
Scandalous.
Guess I still feel weird talking about it, but the date went great.
That's at least something.
I know where I was last night. I was at the big game happening downtown, but I'm more concerned about the big guy to my right. Have you ever met a troll you liked or even trusted? Something seems fishy about his story, if you ask me.
Sounds like you're deflecting.
I told you, I was at the Goblin Ball Arena last night. I live around the corner from the stadium, so after the match I went straight home, no funny business.
Yeah, but you might live around the corner, but...
Hard to trust those uptight, pointy-eared snobs.
Definitely deflecting.
I was quietly meditating in my chambers last eve. The degrading acts of skulking in shadows you're picturing are obviously more in line with a creature half the honor of an elf. Someone like a halfling, perhaps?
Everyone likes to just blame someone else.
They're half the size, therefore they're half as trustworthy. Stop wasting everyone's time, and accuse that suspicious-looking halfling already.
And let's listen to what the halfling
Last night
has to
I was
say.
attending my sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's birthday party. It was quiet down by the Goblin Bowl arena, with it being an away game and all, so I didn't see anyone on my way home. I don't know why anyone would suspect me. I have a leftover apple tart in my freezer to prove it.
Let's...
Fine, I'll confess. I don't actually have any leftover apple tart in my freezer because I ate it on the way home. My sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's mother is a professional cook and I couldn't resist. You should lock her up for the crime of making irresistible desserts.
I had a fantastic apple pie today. Alright, anyway. I know who it is.
Who is it? Who is the traitor?
Part of me wants to go through and go through each one of them, but at the same time, I know that there are some of them that will do a death scene, and some of them you will actually end up, they will be like sentenced to death. So I don't want to have to restart, so we're gonna go through. Yes. We're gonna...
The Cyclops.
Accusing the Cyclops.
What? Why me?
Because you claimed you went to the Goblin Ball match last night, but the Brawlers played an away game. You're clearly lying.
Very clever, little girl, but it's no matter. You and your kingdom will burn, and out of the ashes a new glorious nation shall be born.
Take them away, Carl.
Yep, he can...
Good work,
Maybe
Lil.
he can go
We couldn't have done it without you.
work with
we'll make sure
the
they're
Soylent
properly
Bay
punished for their
people.
crimes.
Oh, just one more thing before I go.
In a gruff voice like TV's Columbo.
Yes?
I got nothing. I just always wanted to say that.
Alright, so that is our mole investigation. And I believe that's it, because we can go to Garby Shop or back to the Twisted Sisters Tavern.
Oh, hi, Lil. Back home after a long day's work?
You know it.
What a laugh. You, a working stiff.
It's a riot. Hey, Arda, you got a pen and paper? I want to send my dad another letter.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
This time, I really want to cheer Dad up. What kind of joke should I tell him?
We're gonna write a good joke. Lil will write a letter that includes a really, really good joke. Are you sure? Yes. Your choice will have an effect on the sprawl.
That should put a smile on his face. Thanks, Arda. Can you send it for me?
My pleasure. I know how much your dad loves to hear
She's
from
a
you.
post office too. Post office and bar. Do we have anything else? I don't want to talk to Echo. And then there is the troll with the person they're
this is
dating.
so weird, being out with you. Anybody could see.
Aw, honey. It's what's on the inside that matters. I'm not embarrassed to be seen with you.
Embarrassed to be seen with me? I'm worried someone's going to see me with a human and tell my mother.
Oh, brother.
Him too.
Yep. Totally unsupportive family. We do have a lot of stuff we can do. I did go through in my regular playthrough. I went through and
I think I've done everything I need to do. But are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yep. Let's go. Hit the hay. Fenton Harcourt Mudd. The Petronian envoy, Fenton Harcourt III, delivered his message to the palace and defected to the sprawl to live out his days manning a shop that repaired bugles and any other brass instruments that required a purse embouchure. He couldn't be happier in his new adopted home. The Queen was able to use the top secret battle plans to shore up the sprawl's defenses, which made a huge difference, at least for a few days. Catering Corp. After entering the sprawl, the Catering Corp rep went straight to work distributing the food supplement bars known as Soylent Beige. They were an instant hit. People lined up for blocks crowding the stores with fistfights and even riots occurring in a few cases. Make room, they'd yell. But no one would listen. All they wanted was a taste of those dense but nutritious Soylent Beige bars. People were so crazy about Soylent Beige for their amazing flavor, but no one could puzzle out the secret ingredient. Everyone agreed about the warm, nostalgic sensation, like they were eating their own grandparents' cooking. An official rep from the company would later explain that if they were to just remove the word cooking from that previous sentence, they would have discovered the secret ingredient. Yeah, that is... yeah. After a record-breaking brief trial in which the defendant attempted to bribe the judge, the lead prosecutor, half the jury, and the court stenographer, Albert St. Lush was found guilty of conspiring to weaken the sprawl's wartime defenses with an illegal goblin ball match. In prison, Albert was confronted by a former player who was busted on steroid charges and was pummeled to death to the great amusement of the other prisoners. Echo, the Wanderer. Echo arrived at the Guildhall just in time to speak out against Tyronius and his plans to demand greatly increased powers for the mages from the Queen. Echo successfully argued that the guild should use its power to support the city council and guard corps and help the people the war was hurting instead. Due to Echo's timely intervention, Tyronius did not get the 2/3 majority vote that he needed. He and his followers loudly insisted that the election was stolen, and Tyronius vowed to use his own power to stop this war by any means necessary. His people formed a radical group that dubbed itself the Freedom Caucus, and they soon vacated the Guildhall in a huff. Echo breathed a sigh of relief at a job well done. He took a trip to his favorite haunt, the sprawl's premier bowling alley, Pinheads. It was a pretty righteous way to end the day. Correctly identified as being a traitor, the guilty Cyclops was loaded into a catapult and flung into a brick wall the next morning. There was much rejoicing. The sprawl and its secrets were now safe thanks to your masterful detective work. And on to the battle. Sprawl victorious. As the dawn sun rose, it was clear the sprawl had triumphed. The smoke slowly cleared from the patch of sky where the battle between the clouds had been fought. It was later said that one of the clouds was shaped like a short giraffe and the other one looked like a bowl of fruit. Professor Fogg sat in the wicker basket, waving the Zippo lighter he brought with him with all his might, but it was no good. He simply could not fly. He was of absolutely no use to anyone that day, and his friends at the Royal Academy Club never let him live it down, putting worms in his beer at every opportunity. The little Premier Dragon Rider, commanding her dragon Peaches, using the bullwhip you loaned her, burned down the enemy's defenses. When they got home from the battle, her father was so proud he vowed right then and there to leave her in charge more often so he could continue to go down to the pub and bet on Goblin Ball. Unencumbered by the inside the park home run bomb, Wilbur Caboose Orville performed impressively piloting the Green Baron. In fact, he made an impressive 8 kills single-handedly and was awarded the Golden Wings, the highest honor for a Sprawl aviator, and was the first goblin to receive the prestigious award.